fun. Teresa and I from TNT Scrap Explosion have decided that once a month we're going to release a cut file for free. Just to kind of give back to the community that's given so much to us. So the cut file we've designed for February is this really cool like scrap explosion snowflake, and we're really excited about it. So it's up on our store for free. All you need to do is head on over there, create an account, and check out, and you will get this super cool cut file for free. So this is what the cut file looks like. It actually is 12 by 12. I've printed it out on 8.5 by 11 because I have a cool project in mind that I want to use it for. But if you head over to the website, scrapexplosion.com, you can get this cut file for free. And it is 12 by 12. You can scale it down, scale it up, do whatever you'd like with it, and have lots of fun. We just ask that if you use it, that you use the hashtag scrapexplosion so that we can find you, because we'd really love to see your projects. So today on the Scrap Explosion website blog, Teresa and I are both going to be using this cut file to make different projects. So I've already seen a sneak peek of Teresa's project and it's super epic. So make sure you head over. I'll leave a link in the description below for this video. Make sure you check out her project too. So I'm going to use this cut file today in a little bit of a different way. I decided that I kind of didn't want to pull out my silhouette just because it was a lot of work, and I kind of had a different idea for how I wanted to use this cut file. So I'm working on my XO mini album, which is basically a whole mini album all about the people that I really love. And I'm including photos of them, photos of the two of us together. And today I want to work on the layout that's for one of my best friends, Megan. She's honestly like one of the sweetest people in the whole entire world, and I wanted to scrapbook her today. And I'm going to use this cut file. So what I decided to do is I kind of decided I wanted to do some stitching on my layout today. And because I didn't want to use my silhouette, I printed this snowflake, Scrap Explosion snowflake off on just regular printer paper. I got a white piece of cardstock. I've got my paper piercer and a bunch of different colored embroidery floss and some needles, and I'm gonna do some stitching. So my plan for this project is to kind of use this as a guide for my paper, and I'm going to probably not use the whole thing because it's a little bigger. I probably should have scaled it down to 8.5 by 11, but I think it'll still work. I'm going to use it as a guide to poke my holes, and then I'm going to sew using. So the first thing you need to do is set my template up on this piece of cardstock that I've chosen. So what I've decided to do is probably not use the whole thing just because it's a little big. So just so that I can see where I'm going, I'm just gonna fussy cut around the snowflake pretty messy, just kind of so I can see how big it is on my cardstock. So just before I go any further, I did want to say one of the best things about the project that I'm sharing with you today is even if you don't have a cutting machine like a Cricut or a Silhouette, and you want to play along, you definitely can, because I'm not even using one. All I did was print the image out and go from there. So don't worry if you don't have a Silhouette machine, you can still make this project work for you. All you need to do is print it out and go from there. So I've kind of fussy cut around it a little bit just to see how big it is. I'm going to just use some washi tape to stick it down so that it doesn't shift on me. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my pokey tool or my paper piercer, and this is a We Are Memory Keepers one. I've had it for a while. And I'm going to poke holes where I will want to sew. So I accidentally lent my soft mat to somebody, so I don't have that. So instead I'm just going to use this packaging because I can poke into this. This is just from a Feed Your Crafts kit that I had ordered. So what I'm going to do is just kind of poke my holes in through the picture into the mat underneath. So I'm not going to make you guys watch all of this because it's going to take me a little while, so I'll speed you through this. Okay, so I've punched all the holes, so I'm going to carefully remove this stencil from the paper. So you can see there's like a lot of holes in there. So I am going to keep the stencil just beside me to remind me what all these holes are for. And I decided to use kind of the same color scheme that are in these American Crafts page stickers that are from the Fancy Free collection, just because I want to use those for a title and I just love the colors from here. So I'm just going to kind of pick out colors based on what you can find in this collection here, and I'm going to stitch it up, and when I'm done I'll come back and show you guys what it looks like. Okay, so here we go. I finished my stitching. It looks so pretty. I added in some fun like details where I like restitched around some of them, and I love the way that it looks. I think it's super cute, and I think it matches pretty good. It's not exact, but that's okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add my photo, and I had printed off all of these little 2x2 photos. And originally my plan was to use all of them on this page, but I think it's just going to be like too much. So I'm going to pick one of my favorites. And I think I'm going to choose this one where we were in Colorado. It's really tiny, but that's okay. And I'm going to add it maybe like to the side there. And I think it needs some kind of backing. So I did grab this like little vellum bag, and I think it could be cute to kind of stick this here. And I actually was wondering if it might be a good idea to stick all the photos into the little vellum bag so that later you could see all of them, and then just stick this photo on the outside like that. And then what you could do is find the other photos later. So that's what I'm gonna do. So I've got the photos in there, and I am going to just kind of fold this over a little bit. I'm not going to stick it down though, I'm just going to kind of glue this photo on top of there so you can still lift it up and still get on the inside. So I'll just use a little bit of score tape. And stick this on the outside of this little vellum bag, which is cute. And then I can kind of add this little package of photos just to the side of the epic snowman or stitch design, whatever you want to call it. I think it'll look cute there. So I'll use my hot glue gun. Oh, it's heating up. Okay, while it's heating up, I'm gonna do something else. As I was stitching, I was kind of looking around at my supplies trying to decide what I wanted to use, and I thought it might be cute to add like a branding strip or something to the bottom here. And so I've just grabbed out my branding strips, and I'm just kind of taking a look. There's this one which says "Hello darling, don't look back." It says, "Hello darling, don't look back, best ever yet." And I think it could be cute. Or maybe one of these other ones. I like these ones. Just kind of thinking maybe I could layer a couple of them. Like I could kind of do that and maybe tear this one. And then stick this one here. That's cute. Okay, I don't think I'll use the yellow one. Kind of want this to be torn more like diagonal. It's just a silly thing to care about, but I think it'll look cute. And then this one can be right there, and the photo can go there. That's cute. Now, I think that even though I took my color inspiration from this alpha, I think that if I were to use it, it would get too busy. So I'm not going to use this alpha on this side of the page. Instead, I'm going to use a different alpha that I had pulled out. These are Fitzgerald American Craft stickers, and they're like a blue turquoise foam sticker. I don't know what collection they're from. It doesn't really say. Glitter foam stickers called Fitzgerald. And I just got these at my local scrapbooking store. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out the letters for her name and stick them on here too. See if this is hot yet. Yep. Just add a little bit of glue to stick down all of these pieces, and I will be good to go. I love how it kind of grounds the page, so, and kind of gives it like an ending place maybe. I don't know if that makes sense. So this is my best friend Megan. So I'm gonna put her name on here. That's cute. So we've got the little photo package, and you can grab the other photos in there. And then you have her name. And I think I'm gonna keep it fairly simple. I thought about maybe adding like a button or something for no other reason than a can. And I love buttons. And I just think it would be cute to have a little button there. Okay, so I'm gonna quickly work on the other side as well. And I decided that I'm gonna have a spread over here. So I quickly wanted to show you this. This is how I store all my 6x8 page protectors. It's in a 6x8 album, and I have them sorted by size, and I have them labeled. So I know that the one I want to use for today is 2 3x4s and a 4x6. So I can just go to that labeled section and pull it out. It's such an easy way to store your page protectors, like just storing them in an album. Oh, I also need a 6x8. So I'll grab that one too. So the snowflake will go on the left with the 6x8, and then over here I can add some additional photos. So I did pull out some cardstock that I thought would look well, like look good with this design. So I really like this one because of the diamonds. I also grabbed out this really cool geometric one. I thought maybe a 4x6 card from here would be like super cool looking. And then I grabbed out these two yellow patterns. And all of these papers are from the Pink Paisley Take Me Away kit that Paige Evans designed. So I know I want to make a 6x8 card from there. And this is going to probably make some people cringe because I'm going to cut like in the middle of the page instead of at the bottom. But I think that's okay. When I purchased this paper and looked at it, like I already knew that that was kind of what I wanted to do. I thought I wanted to add like a photo or use it kind of as a Project Life card or journaling card. So I can still use the other pieces, and I definitely will. This kind of just inspires me when I look at it. So I kind of trimmed off a little bit, and then I got it to its 4x6 design. And now I'm going to cut it down so it's 6 inches. So I think I'm going to actually take a little bit of this blue off, maybe 1.5 inches. And And then I can trim this down to 4x6. So I think sometimes we're afraid to do things that we think will look good because of like the rules or what people will think. And I want to just encourage you, there's no rules, you can do whatever you'd like. So look at that, isn't that a cool card? And then if you take a photo, I might trim this one down and stick it there, it'll like draw all the attention in because of the lines. So I can take a photo like this one, which is one of my favorite photos of my bestie and I, and trim it down a little bit so it's the right size. That's cute. And then I can stick it right there and it draws all the attention into the photo.